In the main event of UFC 214, Jon Jones defeated Daniel Cormier by knockout via head kick and punches in the third round to become the new UFC light heavyweight champion of the world. There are two fights that make sense for Jon Jones, either a super fight with Brock Lesnar, who has been rumoured to be making his comeback at the end of the year, or a rematch with Alexander Gustafsson, who pushed him to the limit at UFC 165. Brock Lesnar last fought Mark Hunt at UFC 200, where he won the fight by a unanimous decision, but later it was changed to a no contest due to Brock Lesnar testing positive for banned substances. Alexander Gustafsson is on a 2-fight winning streak, where he has defeated Jan Blachowicz by a unanimous decision at UFC Final 93 and most recently defeated Lawler VS Cerrone by knockout at UFC Final 109. Any one of these fights will be amazing to see, and hopefully we can see one of these fights before the end of the year. With Daniel Cormier losing to Jon Jones, the fight that makes the most sense for Daniel Cormier is to face Jimmy Manuwa next. Jimmy Manuwa lost his last fight against Volkanovski by knockout in just 28 seconds of the first round at UFC 214. Both fighters have been going back and forth on social media, where it will be an amazing fight to see. Hopefully we can see this fight happen before the end of the year. In the co-main event of the evening, Tyron Woodley defeated Damian Maia by a unanimous decision, with the UFC president Dana White saying that GSP will be fighting Michael Bisping at a later date. Robbie Lawler is the only clear number 1 contender in the welterweight division that he could face next. Robbie Lawler last defeated Lawler Cerrone by a unanimous decision at UFC 214. Both fighters fought at UFC 201, where Tyron Woodley won the fight by knockout in the first round, taking Robbie Lawler's UFC welterweight title. This rematch is the fight that makes the most sense for both fighters, and hopefully we can see this fight happen soon. Chris Cyborg defeated Tonya Evinger by TKO in the third round to become the UFC Women's Featherweight Champion of the world. There are two fights that make sense for Chris Cyborg, either a fight with top featherweight Megan Anderson or the former UFC Bantamweight Champion Holly Holm. Megan Anderson was originally scheduled to face Chris Cyborg at UFC 214 but pulled out of the fight due to personal reasons. Holly Holm last knocked out Betch Correia at UFC Final 111. Any one of these fights will be amazing to see, and hopefully we can see one of these fights before the end of the year. Volkanovski defeated Jimmy Manuwa by knockout in just 28 seconds of the first round. The fight that makes the most sense for Volkanovski is to face Alexander Gustafsson if Jon Jones ends up fighting Brock Lesnar. Alexander Gustafsson last defeated Glover Teixeira by knockout in the 5th round at UFC Final 109. The winner of this fight will likely decide the next contender for the UFC light heavyweight title. Let me know which fights you guys would like to see next in the comment section below. Thank you.